Iran has confirmed an attack by Pakistan on its soil. A day after Iran struck terror targets in Pakistan, Pakistan has now hit back. Multiple explosions have been heard near the city of Sarwan in Iran's restive Sistan and Balochistan province, and this has been confirmed by Iran. They've said that authorities are now carrying out investigations into this explosion. Remember that Pakistan soon after it issued a statement saying that they reserve the right to go ahead and reply in any manner that they deem fit, and now there have been multiple explosions confirmed by Iran as well. Pakistan had already said that they have retaliated and fired missile drones at Iran. And now Iran confirming that multiple explosions have been heard again along the Pakistan-Iran border in the Sistan-Balochistan province. So clearly, the face-off between Iran and Pakistan only escalating. A day after Iran targeted Pak terror bases in Panjgur and Turbat, Pakistan has now retaliated. Reports now emerge that Pakistan conducted retaliatory strikes on Iran, targeting the Baloch Liberation Army and Baloch Liberation Front across the Iran-Pakistan border. Sources have revealed that Pakistan conducted drone and missile attacks inside Iran, again close to the border, targeting around 7 camps of the Balochistan Liberation Army and the Liberation Front. The Baloch Front has confirmed strikes on their camps inside Iran in a statement. Significant damage to multiple residential buildings near the city of Sarwan was reported following cross-border missile and drone strikes. Now, Iran has also confirmed the same, but they're saying they're investigating exactly what happened. All of this is a result of Iran conducting airstrikes on January 16th on what it claimed to be terror outfits along Panjgur and Turbat. The diplomatic war of words, meanwhile, continues between Iran and Pakistan over these airstrikes.
Pakistan reserves the right to respond to this illegal act, and the responsibility for the consequences will lie squarely with Iran. We have conveyed this message to the government of Iran. We have also informed them that Pakistan has decided to recall its ambassador from Iran, and that the Iranian ambassador to Pakistan, who is currently visiting Iran, may not return for the time being. We have also decided to suspend all high-level visits which were ongoing or were planned between Pakistan and Iran in the coming days.
کشور همسایه، دوست و برادر ما پاکستان مورد هدف پهپاد و موشک‌های ایران نبودند. گروهی موسوم به جیش العدل که یک گروه تروریستی ایرانی است و در بخش‌هایی از مناطق پاکستان در استان سیستان و بلوچستان پاکستان پناه گرفته‌اند و ما بارها در مورد اون با مقامات عالی رتبه نظامی، امنیتی و سیاسی پاکستان گفتگو کردیم. عملیات‌هایی رو در روزهای گذشته در ایران انجام دادند.
And joining me now on India Today's Pakistan journalist Hamza Salam on the retaliatory strikes by Pakistan. Hamza, thank you for joining us here on India Today. First of all, do we have any confirmation on Pakistan's airstrike on Iran? Has the Pakistan government issued any statement?
जी शुक्रिया मुझे बुलाने के लिए। जी अभी इसकी कोई ऑफिशियल कॉन्फर्मेशन तो नहीं आई। पाकिस्तान के फॉरेन ऑफिस ने इस स्ट्राइक को एक्नॉलेज नहीं किया, लेकिन जो रिलायबल सोर्सेज हैं उन्होंने कुछ पाकिस्तानी जर्नलिस्ट्स को इन स्ट्राइक्स के हवाले से आगाह किया है, और ये ओपन सोर्स इंटेलिजेंस के जरिए भी, और जो उस वक्त ऑन ग्राउंड लोग भी मौजूद है इस वक्त ईरान के सरवान वाले इलाके में, जो कि उनके सिस्तान वाली जगह के ऊपर है, तो वहां से हमारे पास ओपन सोर्स इंटेलिजेंस भी है कि ये स्ट्राइक्स हुए हैं।
जी हमजा, जैसे आप बता रहे हैं हमको कि अब तक पाकिस्तान गवर्नमेंट से कुछ स्टेटमेंट नहीं आया है, लेकिन क्या डिटेल्स आए हैं इस रिटेलिएटरी स्ट्राइक के बारे में?
जी तकरीबन ये 1 घंटा पहले हुआ है। जो इंफॉर्मेशन हमारे पास है ये सरावान के अंदर हुआ है, जो कि इरानियन बलोचिस्तान के इलाके में आता है, और 7 टारगेट्स को अभी तक जो हमारे पास प्रीलिमिनरी रिपोर्ट्स हैं उनके मुताबिक 7 टारगेट्स को 7 टारगेट्स को अटैक किया गया है। और जो बलोच लिबरेशन आर्मी और बलोच लिबरेशन फ्रंट के टारगेट्स को इस पे अटैक किया गया। और हमारे पास कॉन्फर्मेशन भी है बलोच लिबरेशन फ्रंट की तरफ से, जिन्होंने एक्नॉलेज किया है कि उनकी कैजुअलिटीज इस अटैक के बाद हुई हैं।
All right, Hamza, thank you very much for joining us here in India today. So you have Hamza there, Pakistani journalist, confirming to us the details that have emerged as of now. But as Hamza tells us right now, no official statement that's coming from Pakistan. However, as far as the Iran government goes, they have confirmed that there seems to be some sort of a strike that's happened on the border of Iran and Pakistan. Now, as we're seeing these kind of airstrikes occurring between Iran and Pakistan, let's do a comparison for you of the two militaries. Pakistan's army strength is just about bigger than Iran, with an army strength of about 6,50,000. Iran has about 5,23,000. But right now, of course, it's all about nukes. And if you look at Pakistan, they have roughly about 170 nukes. Iran runs a nuclear program as well. Now, we've been seeing that between the two, it's been largely airstrikes. But if you really compare the kind of missiles they have, Pakistan has 6 nuclear ballistic missiles, whereas Iran has about 3,000 plus ballistic missiles, but no nuclear ballistic missiles. As far as fighter jets go, Pakistan has 60 of them. Iran has way more at 112. Remember, it was Iran that first conducted an airstrike. It was, in fact, using drones. As far as tanks go, again, Pakistan has the advantage with 3,742 tanks. Iran has just about 2,842. Similarly, armored vehicles, 8,710 with Pakistan. Iran has just about 3,500. And if you look at artillery as well, Pakistan's numbers are at about 6,308, whereas Iran's artillery strength, and let's get that played up for you, is at 4,873. So that's essentially a comparison of numbers between the Pakistan and Iran military. Right now, we've seen Iran first kicking off with an airstrike. Pakistan has now retaliated. Meanwhile, the United States has conducted another round of strikes against Houthi targets in Yemen. The U.S. used missiles to target approximately 14 Houthi missile launchers used to attack international shipping lanes. Remember, this marks the 4th time that the United States has struck the Iran-backed rebel group in less than a week. The new strike also comes on the same day that the U.S. redesignated Houthis as a specially designated global terrorist entity. Hours earlier, they struck a U.S.-owned and operated vessel for the second time this week. The Iran-backed rebel group used a one-way attack drone to target them. The U.S. strikes are the latest in a series of actions against the Houthis following significant U.S.-led strikes last week with the U.K. and support from a handful of other allies. The chief negotiator of Yemen's Houthis warned that attacks on ships headed to Israel will continue in the East. Now, with a series of incidents, whether it's between Pakistan and Iran and the United States attacking Houthi, it's led to an all-out Middle East crisis. Let's explain to you how. First, of course, as I mentioned, you have Iran hitting Pakistan now, their neighbor. But besides that, of course, Iran continues targeting the other neighbors as well of Iraq, as well as Syria. So you've got that kind of a multi-pronged fight happening. Now you've got the incident that I just told you about of US jets bombing Houthi targets in Yemen. Now Houthi in Yemen is also hitting out at ships that are in the Red Sea, and that's actually what prompted the US hitting out several of these targets. The Red Sea continues to, in fact, see a lot of activity right now and aggression by Houthi. Then there is, of course, the Israel-Hamas war. Israel continues to hit out at the Gaza Strip. They're making their way further down into Gaza repeatedly. Israel is also hitting out at several other neighbors because of other threats like Hezbollah that they're seeing. Israel has been targeting Syria, has been targeting Lebanon as well, particularly along the northern part of its border with Lebanon because of multiple Hezbollah targets. They're essentially looking at a multi-pronged conflict on one side with Gaza and on the other with Lebanon and Syria as well. So, in fact, that's how the Middle East right now looks, the Middle East mess, as we've called it, because of the multi-pronged issues that you're seeing between every single country, whether it's Iran with Pakistan now, or previously Iran with Iraq and Syria. You've now got in Yemen also a lot of targeted activity, with the United States particularly targeting them. And then, of course, with the Israel-Hamas war not coming to an end, the conflict only growing right now.